We're now going to cover the else and finally blocks. So these are two more blocks that you can add to your try except block. They are optional, so you never have to use them, but they are available, and I do want to cover when they are triggered. So let's take a look over here. I created a function this time and just dropped all of the code into the function. This way we can actually just run this function with different inputs like this, and instead of just copying and pasting everything. So this is the kind of the final entire try except that has everything in it. So try, except, else, and finally. All right, so the try and except part is the same. Over here, it's going to try some code. If it fails, it'll search for a specific error that to catch. Right, so if it has an index error, it'll catch that. It'll catch a type error like this. Now, if the try is successful, then the else block will run. So this only runs if the try block is successful. So that's what it just prints out. This else block is only executed when the try block is successful. The finally block always executes no matter what. So whether try is successful or not, it will get executed. And then this is outside of the blocks altogether. This is just normal continuation of the program. All right, so let's call our function called getIndex. Let's go ahead and pass it a good index. So the try will be successful. So it'll run both these lines of code. It'll jump down here to else. It'll also do finally, and it'll do normal execution. So it'll do four things. Again, that's the try, the else, the finally, and the normal continuation. So that's what it's done over here. Now, if we have a bad index, let's just say 5 over here. So this is an index error. So what's going to happen here is it'll do the try. It'll attempt that. It will not do this, right? Program execution will then jump to the index error. So it'll print out this. It will not do the else. It will do the finally. Finally always happens no matter what. And then normal execution as well. So it'll do those three like that. Same with a type error. So if we just put in a string, we will get the message for the type error, and then the finally, and then normal execution. So else only runs whenever the try is successful, and finally always runs. So just a couple other pieces. I don't really use these that often, but they are available to you, and I wanted to cover them. Okay, so that is how you can add else and finally blocks.